Let me start with something wild. Last winter, a man in Alberta walked outside when his eyelashes froze together in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And the craziest part? He said it wasn't even the coldest day. Welcome to Canada, friends, where the air hurts your face when somehow we still go to work. Today I'm breaking down 10 real hacks Americans will never understand. Some are weird, some are genius. And the final one? It's heartbreaking, but every Canadian knows it. So grab a blanket, because by the end of this video you'll feel the winter in your bones. Hey everyone, this is Global Pulse, and today, we're not just talking about winter. We're talking about survival. Because in Canada, winter isn't a season, it's an enemy. A cold, sneaky, face-slapping enemy that wants your fingers, your ears, and your soul. And no, before you ask, none of this is in the government manual. This is the real handbook. The one your grandma whispered to you when the power went out. The one your uncle taught you while scraping ice off a windshield at 5 a.m. The one every Canadian kid learns before they can spell February. Today I'm giving you the tricks that keep your boots dry, your car alive, and your sanity intact when the world outside feels like a giant freezer. So buckle up, zip your parka, and get ready, because these winter hacks, they're not cute, they're necessary, and if you don't use them, well, winter will win. Let's get into it. Hack 1. The grocery bag boot trick. Yes, it actually works. Randall Americans ask, why do Canadians put grocery bags in their boots? Simple. Wet socks are the fastest way to meet frostbite. We learned this in kindergarten. Step 1, wool sock. Step 2, plastic bag over it, tie it. Step 3, slide your foot into your boot. Congratulations, you just made a cheap waterproof system that works better than some $200 boots. Every Canadian kid did it. Even if we pretend we didn't. Hack 2, your car isn't dead, it's just Canadian. Here's something Americans never learn. At 20 degrees C, your car battery loses half its power. That's why Canadians do 3 things. 1, plug in the block heater. No, it's not for the radio. It keeps your engine warm enough to start. 2, lift your wipers overnight. Prevents them from freezing to the windshield. 3, open your door carefully if the rubber seal freezes and you pull too hard. Congratulations, you now own a door handle that's not attached. Winter teaches patience, or else winter teaches lessons. Hack 3, turn your backyard into a freezer, extended. Why spend hundreds of dollars on a deep freezer when Canada gives you one for free? Seriously, Canadian hack, just put your meat outside. Yes. Outside ground beef, frozen stiff like a brick. Fish, turns into a hockey puck. Leftovers from last night, colder than anything your fridge can manage. Your Tupperware becomes Arctic armor. In some parts of Canada, you can leave food outside for 5 minutes, and it comes back looking like it's been in a cryo chamber. But listen, this is important. Never leave it where raccoons can reach it. Those furry little bandits, they are not scared of you. They do not respect you. They will form a crime syndicate just to steal your frozen lasagna. Use the backyard freezer. Just keep the raccoons out of your business. Hack 4. Salt quits at 15 degrees C. Americans throw salt on ice and it melts instantly. Not here. Once winter hits 15 degrees C, Canadian salt just says, I tried my best. Good luck, everyone. That's why we switched to sand, gravel, kitty litter, or whatever your grandma finds in the garage. Canadian roads in winter aren't about melting ice. They're about surviving it. Hack 5, the maple taffy tradition. Every Canadian kid knows this one. You boil maple syrup, pour it on clean snow, and roll it onto a popsicle stick. Boom. Maple taffy, the taste of childhood. Americans don't understand how powerful this is. It's like eating winter itself. Hack 6, Canadians brag about suffering. Every Canadian conversation in winter sounds like this. You think 20 is cold? Last year I walked to school in 38 with wind chill, uphill both ways. It's not bragging, it's survival storytelling. It's how we bond. If 2 Canadians meet and one says, it hurts to breathe today, the other will say, nice, that's real winter. Hack 7, the hockey rink, anywhere, anytime sidewalk, boom, rink. Parking lot, rink your backyard. Give it one cold night, rink. Even a random frozen puddle on the side of the road? Congratulations, that is now a community hockey arena. Here's the Canadian winter rule, passed down from generation to generation. If it holds your weight, it's good enough for hockey. I've seen kids turn a frozen ditch into the Stanley Cup Finals. I've watched grown men on lunch break play a 2-minute game on a frozen puddle the size of a pizza box. I've even seen grandma strap on skates and say, Move, I was doing this before you were born. And the best part, no Zamboni. No arena, no fees. Just iced out a stick. A puck. And the Canadian instinct that activates the moment you see something frozen. Hey. Wanna play? Hack 8. Frozen Hair Challenge. Only Canadians think this is normal. Step outside with wet hair. Wait 30 seconds, your hair looks like Elsa attacked you. We do it for pictures. We do it for fun. We do it because winters gets boring. Americans would panic. Canadians laugh. Hack 9, the winter mindset. Alright, this one's serious. Because this hack isn't a tool. It's not a trick. It's not something you buy at Canadian Tire. It's an attitude. See, winter in Canada isn't just cold. It's a force. It pushes you, tests you, and sometimes straight up bullies you. If you try to fight it, you lose every time. But here's the real hack. Winter gets easier the moment you stop fighting it and start respecting it. Canadians don't wake up, look out the window at 30 degrees C and say, "It's cold today." No. We step outside, feel the air punch us in the face and say, "Yep, that's what it is." It sounds simple, but that tiny shift changes everything. Suddenly, the snow isn't an enemy, it's a challenge. The ice isn't a problem, it's a warning. The cold isn't misery, it's a reality you prepare for together. And over time, winter becomes part of you. Your routines, your humor, your strength. That's the real secret of surviving a Canadian winter. You don't conquer it. You adapt to it. And that's why we make it through every year. Hack 10, the heartbreaking one. Every Canadian knows this story. Randall, this is the one I promised. When I was a young officer, I found an elderly man sitting on his porch during a snowstorm. Snow piling on him, wind burning his skin. I rushed to him. "Sir, what are you doing out here?" He looked at me with tired eyes and said, "My wife loved the snow. Every first snowfall we sat here together. This is her chair." I didn't want her to be alone. Winter isn't just weather. For Canadians, it holds memories. Good ones, hard ones. Ones that stay frozen in our hearts forever. So there you have it. 10 Canadian winter hacks Americans will never understand. Some are weird, some are funny. Some hurt, but they're all real. Now tell me in the comments, what province or state are you watching from? And share your own winter hacks, the weird ones that actually work. Because trust me, Canadians survive winter together. See you next episode. Stay warm, stay safe, and don't lick metal poles.